decided Cyber Force is going to be game number 1. So Cyber Force, create with mod. WCS Game Heart. Man, I love 6-foot long headphone cords. Alright guys, so we're going to be jumping into it. It's going to be a best of 5 show match against nanO versus Rise EON. And we're going to jump into it here shortly. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I haven't casted in a while. I won't be casting next week for Boise State University, so I have to get my practice in. Alright, we're going to be jumping into it. There we go. Best of 5. There we go. Alright guys. No graphics, no nothing, no overlays, just keeping it simple. Spawning in the bottom right position, the purple Zerg player from Rise Esports. It is EON. And spawning in this top left position, the teal Protoss player from Tri-A. It is nanO. We're playing on Cyberforce, one of the newer maps of the ladder. It's a pretty fun map there. It's got a pretty basic 2-base. Going into your natural, you have a 3rd or 4th, that you can choose from. A lot of people would like to do the 3rd here. It really depends. We do see a really aggressive wall coming out here for nanO. Get on that gateway first. Going to start building that gas here shortly as well. EON going to go with the typical 2 hatch before pool. Nothing out of the ordinary happening just yet. Sorry guys, was not planning to cast tonight, so I'm still texting people. Normally I would plan like not to text people, but going to EON coming here, just being super annoying with that mineral line there. Preventing that drone from taking minerals, it's actually super annoying. If you can micro that really well, you can prevent that drone from taking minerals from that. Basically he did that like for a good 6-7 seconds. That's pretty annoying. Oh, he's gonna go back to it. Oh, no, wait, he's gonna wait for it. There he goes. Drone goes away. Oh, almost. Spawning pool coming out from EON. Nope, 3rd base just yet. I think he wants to wait to see what kind of force he's going to be fighting against this Protoss player. nanO going for the Nexus before Cybernetics core. Getting that 2nd gas added on. And more drones coming out here from EON. Pretty good choice. And oh, now it looks like he's going to steal that minerals. Just super BM. He's going to steal that mineral. Take off with it. That is his mineral now, going forward. And just more drones. Nothing out of the ordinary. Speedling buff has started. 2 queens coming out. And EON's going to send out his lings. No big deal. 3rd base is going to start now from EON. Pretty typical. He wants in a little bit more forward position. That Adept getting out. That Shade coming on forward. You know what I mean. Adept here from nanO is going to try to do as much damage as he can. 2 links here to protect it. But it's not going to be enough. The queen up here on the high ground for EON should be able to deflect this Adept. Adept just shades in to get some scouting in, and that is basically it. No drones killed just yet. Warp Gate research has started from nanO. Stalker coming out. Gonna get rid of that Overlord. Oh, can you not see it? Oh. I hate this little high ground stuff. nanO cannot see that there's an Overlord there. Eon can see the wall, the temp at the wall. Phoenix does come out now. And it's actually not a hallucinated Phoenix. That's actually a real Phoenix there. That Phoenix will be able to take down Eon's Overlord. A couple more links coming out. Well, this is kind of where we'll start seeing the build from Eon. What exactly he's going to start doing. We do see the melee upgrade. Looks like he's going to be a super aggressive 3 base. Potentially with Lings. See how far he gets upgraded with it. See if he does the Swarmhost. Or the Broodlords. 4 Speedling's going to rush on through. They're going to get some scouting going. But they're not going to be able to take that down. Shield battery there as well. That is a hard wall to go against. We do see an Oracle from nanO coming out. Going to have some decent energy by the time we get to the main base there of Eon. Phoenix coming out as well to stop or to start poaching any of the overlords that might be floating around. So far, clean getaway from nanO. Hasn't been spotted yet. Eon. Oop. Protoss coming in now. He doesn't want. He was going to originally drop that the Nidus Network. Oracle getting 3 kills. And he hid that Nidus Network. Didn't want to get spotted. Now he's going to go for it. Nidus Network is coming. 10 Lings are on its way. Melee upgrade is going to finish up just in time. The Overlord here from Eon. Trying to stay hidden on purpose. So that way he can be able to drop that Nidus Network. nanO has no idea this is coming in. Hasn't been able to scout it. Phoenix coming flying right over. Is he going to be able to rush in and see it? He sees a lot of Lings, but doesn't see him on the map. He has to know something's up. Hasn't been able to spot that Nidus Network just yet, but he has to know something's got to be coming. Something has to be up. He moves over to the top right to start scouting because he has to know it potentially could be coming up. He's going to fly right into the path, and there we go. Oh, Nidus Network does get down, though. Even with the small vision that he got, changes this Overlord into an Overseer. And Nidus Network coming in as well. Or the Oracle coming in, landing on top of this Network. Is he going to be out? A couple Queens are going to come out. Going to try to transfuse. The Nidus Network does not get the transfuse off. And so a second one does get built. All Queens get lifted up. And the Lings that did get through does do some damage to the ground army there of nanO. Phoenix is more of lifting up the Queens. And here comes the other Nidus Network. Is going to come in and get fully completed. And now this is where all the Lings come out. And GG gets called. And Eon takes game number 1 pretty decisively with that Nidus Network kind of hidden there in that corner. Yeah, great job there from Eon taking game number 1. Let's see, what was map? We're going to get map number 2 going here shortly. There we go. Map number 2 is going to start underway. Game 1 so far going for Rise Esports. No bias whatsoever. Entering the lobby here shortly. nanO is giving me the thumbs up ready symbol. Eon is ready. Let's go. We're going to be jumping into game number 2 of this best of 5 series between Rise Esports and Try Again Gaming. I've casted these guys plenty of times before, so I'm super excited to get more of these games in and practice my casting, because I'll be casting some StarCraft for Boise State University on Thursday, which I'm really excited for. We've got to get some good overlays going for that, hopefully. And yeah, let's get into game. Alright guys, spawning in the bottom right position, the purple Zerg player from Rise Esports, it is Eon. And spawning in the bottom left position, the red, a Protoss player from Try It Again, it is nanO. We are playing on Automaton. Okay, Automaton is a really quick map, a really short map. As you can see, the spawn points are really small. And if this is ZVZ, both of them will be going pool first. We do see that typical opening now. I'm pretty sure this is going to be common now from nanO to do this gateway type opening where he puts it at the wall of his second base, trying to just basically secure his second base. And Overlord from EON is going to go check the potential proxies. This map is pretty known to having proxy gateways, so he's just going to check. Doesn't really see anything. Probe's not really... Oh, he's a yawn. I apologize for yawning like that. Pool, gateway, pretty common stuff. Hatchery. Similar build from both players. We'll see if nanO rushes out of the Oracle again, or kind of sticks with the ground army. The probe here from nanO doing that really annoying mineral... I don't even know what to call it. That mineral thingy. Now, only 2 drones there for EON. Okay, now 4 drones. Okay, there we go. A little misclick there. We do see cybernetics core going down for now as well. Second gas has started. Going to park that probe right outside. Might as well. And this probe from nanO is just being super annoying. Spawning pool has finished up. Gas has finished up here from EON. He's going to start his speed ling upgrade here shortly. And there it goes. We do see some queens coming out. We do see that Stargate. This overload here from EON. Is he going to go up into the main base to go check out that Stargate? The Stargate's pretty right there, right in the front. So this overload decides to go to the right just a little bit. You'll be able to see that there's that Stargate coming, Adept coming out. It's going to shade on forward. It's going to get some more scouting going. Ling's coming out and trying to catch this probe. And third base from EON is about to start as well. It's feeling about halfway done. A couple queens out on the field. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Again, this is pretty standard build from both players. And I said this is standard build because, I mean, this happened in game 1. I have no idea if this is standard, practical, meta, or offbeat. I don't know. Maybe EON is doing a sterile build and nanO's doing an SOS or SOO build. Who knows? Adept coming in. Queen's going to be able to stop this. Shade, obviously, does not cancels its full shade. And there's a lab bot. Stalker pushes that overload away, but is not able to get it fully killed. I wonder if this Phoenix will fly out to these overlords or try to stay hidden this time. An Oracle coming from behind this this Phoenix. Phoenix is going to start chasing down this overlord. Will be able to get it, and this is going to supply cap EON just a little bit for the most part. Another overlord just popped there for EON, and super annoying to lose your overlords because he's basically supply capped again. Speedlings coming across the map. Just to try to see how that wall looks. More links coming across the map. No layer yet here from EON. So he's not looking to do the Nidus network this time. Maybe he's just going to try to keep Protoss on 3 bases and Lings try to push their way through. Sometimes you can get the Stalker to be misplaced a little bit and get a surround on him. Stalker gets some damage done to him. But those Lings get chased off from that Oracle and a couple remain. And like clockwork, there we go. Lair coming out now here from EON. Phoenix is going to rush on through. And the Phoenix is going to get some great scouting done. He's going to fly into 2 queens, though. Is he going to be able to get picked off? He's kind of sandwiched in. EON not really reacting in time. Phoenix is able to get away. But a good job there with that scouting. Oracle going to come in, try to bait out those queens a little bit. We'll see how much damage this Oracle can do. It was only to get 3 drones last time. But coming in, trying to get some scout off. And, just responding. I apologize. But it is okay. And, is this probe going to go for that 3rd base? nanO going for that 3rd base. These Lings are here. And, 3 adepts here to stop the Lings from denying that 3rd base. But now EON knows that that 3rd base is potentially coming. Lair is out. Melee upgrade has finished. Was it melee upgrade? Crap. Ah, there it is. Okay, G. I knew it was G for upgrades. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so he's going to do the range upgrade. Looks like he might go into a more roach push. That's a lot of Phoenixes coming out here from nanO. He's going to rush. He's going to be able to pick up this queen and be able to kill this queen here shortly. And EON might have to start thinking about getting some Hydralis down. 1 drone is about to go down. 2, 3. And some good kills there. Sporecrawler not able to get up that last little bit of that Phoenix. More Phoenixes being added on to this. We do see Roaches moving across the map. Speed upgrade about to finish up. That range upgrade is not going to be anywhere near completed. And EON looks like he's going to try to stay on 3 bases. He's going to try to defend against this, and this is such an annoying push there with all of these Phoenixes coming across the map. These 3 queens are not going to be nearly enough, and more drones going down, 3 or 4 or 5, 6. So many drones. 1 Phoenix does go down, and here comes the roaches, and nanO has to know that these roaches are here. And Oracle is here to stop these roaches. Stalker getting warped in right now. Recall coming back for these Phoenixes. Did he miss it? Okay, there it goes. I thought at first he missed the recall. He's going to get down all these adepts. He's just going to pick up the rest of these roaches. Good job on these roaches, getting some good damage on these adepts. And forced this Phoenix push to come back. And it's going to give enough time for EON to get more queens out. More spore crawlers, it looks like. And is he going to go for the Hydra? That's what I want to know. If he's going for another Nidus network, and kind of curious what he thinks he's going to be able to do with that. Wonder if he's going to, because these Phoenixes are going to have to come all the way back. So many queens though, they're going to be able to transfuse each other, which basically means they're going to be able to heal each other. And that Nidus network is about to finish up. The EON has to know something's coming up. He's going to put pylons around to kind of get an idea of where it's going to pop up. This there we go. He's going to get Sizzy. He has perfect vision. Oh, look how much vision he barely has. There he goes. He's going to move into place. He's going to drop that Nidus network right here. And all the Phoenix is there. He needs to drop that Nidus network now. There he goes. Drops that Nidus network. And the Phoenix here is going to be able to pick up every queen that pops out. Probe's going to try to get this around on top of this Nidus network. Is it going to be enough, though? And that Nidus network is filled with queens and roaches. And he decides just to back off. He's like, I'm just going to abandon this, back off a little bit. Queens coming out. Another Nidus network gets put down. Just troll. Mortals are here with nanO. Is going to be able to push down this way. We'll be able to destroy these queens, force filling out this army as well. And first sentry going down. That's pretty costly to lose that already. Phoenix is coming in to pick up the queens. Queens aren't going to be able to transfuse each other while they're in the air, obviously. One immortal looks like it's almost coming down, but there's 4 more immortals with this army, not to mention all the Phoenixes. All the queens have gone down. And more roaches coming in as well. A couple queens being added onto this. And is it going to be enough? The army supply is pretty equivalent. But the upgrades are definitely in favor of EON, but this looks like it's not going to be enough. And nanO holding on with these immortals, more Overseer coming in, and now a lot of roaches being strung into this Nidus network. 7 roaches are on its way, 2 more queens being added on. It's these Phoenixes that are saving the game, being able to pick up those queens and not allowing the transfuse. This second to last immortal is about to go down, and it can't get the last shot on it. No, he's not able to. The 2 hit point left, that immortal survives. And what a great save there from behind this. We do see a couple roaches being pushed out now. And EON, with a couple more roaches, not too sure what he's going to be able to plan to do next. We do see nanO dropping a lot of gateways, looking for that warp gate rush coming in now. Couple Mortal Stalker here. Let's see if he goes with the Zealots. Another Nidus network just to get his units across the map. More roaches joining the fight here as well. And another Nidus network getting made, like we mentioned before. Sonic Storm getting researched with some High Templars. Oh, the Roach is getting absolutely obliterated by these Immortals, and that Nidus network is not able to complete. And he's going to build another one. His Protoss army needs to find it, though. Is he going to be able to? Phoenix is just kind of holding position here. They might need to rush in. And armor supply is slightly in favor there of nanO. Of course, the upgrades, as you can see, are in favor of EON. And there you go, the Queens, Roaches, so many units coming out of here. That is a huge Roach army with that +1 upgrade. They're going to go after this 3rd base. Is it going to be enough? There's so many Immortals with this army of nanO. I don't know how these Roaches are going to decide to be able to push in. Good wall off there from the Zealots. Get warped in, prevents these Roaches from pushing in. And nanO just being super aggressive with the control. And EON pushes his army back into the Nidus network. Love the sound that the Nidus network makes. 4th base and 5th base going down from EON. And let's see what he decides to do. He gets that Hydralisk Den down. Going to go for the Lurker Den. No observers are on the map. So that might be the saving grace here from EON. EON pushing forward. Got almost doubled army supply. Not really working on his upgrades just yet. He's getting the Hydralisk speed, or at least the Hydralisk range, excuse me. And then the +2 range damage upgrade. So another Nidus on the creep. What a troll, right next to that Archon. This Protoss army needs to come back. I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to aggress forward, take down that 4th base, and then recall back. That Protoss army does get forced back before he does any kind of damage. And a couple of Zealots going after that 5th base of EON. And I think EON is going to go for the base trade now. The Hydralisks are here. No Lurkers just yet. A Lurker Den still being researched. Queen's coming in with the Transfuse. Storm's going off on top of this army. He's going to run back into the Knights network and going to go try to defend back at home. And nanO with the commanding army supplied here. And oh, there we go. 4th base of EON is under attack. This Protoss army is so strong. 100 army supply, 280. So many mortals with it. There's a lot of storms left here for these High Templar. Storm is going right on top of these roaches. And there's a couple drones here as well. They got pulled. Hydralisks with this army as well. Is it going to be enough though? He's making 1 or 2 lurkers, but there's no observer with this army. If you get those lurkers out, you'll be able to stop this push here from nanO. But nanO is just pushing forward storms, keeping these Hydralisks out at bay. That Immortal with the original 2 hit point just finally goes down. Storm's landing on top of these Hydras. 130 army supply here, and nanO looks like he's going to take game number 2 here in this best of 5 show match series between nanO and EON. High Templars getting warped into the Archons. The Lurkers there, as I mentioned before, no observer on the field, and GG gets called, and nanO takes game number 2. And we have ourselves a series, ladies and gentlemen, a 1-1 series so far. Good job there from nanO taking on EON there. Let's see what's, and let's jump into game number 3. All these guys are going to be recorded. All of this is being recorded. Going to throw onto YouTube later. Ooh, it is a fun map that we're about to do now. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Hopefully anyone's new. Feel free to say hi. I appreciate it. And moving me down. Okay. Okay. We're going to be jumping into game number 3 of the best of 5 series. Alright, we're jumping into the best of 3. Let me switch the scenes here. Boom! And the scenes are switched. Okay, best of 5. Get some nameplates. 1 and 1. Alright, guys, on port Alexander. Spawning in the bottom right position is the purple Zerg player from Rise Esports. It is EON. And spawning in that top left position, the red Protoss player from Try It Again. It is nanO. And so far, it's going to be a pretty typical build. So, I mean, from both players, I say it's standard again because I jokingly say it because it's what they've done the past 2 games. So I call it standard. Protoss normal gateway. Okay, pretty standard build. And EON. 1 to base. Gas pool. This probe will be able to scout this though. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Okay. Probe coming in is going to get the scout off. Oh, that drone being sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Didn't want to get a pylon blocked. And with the way that nanO builds his walls, he needs to get a true wall going here, or at least get a zealot out of this, because these lings are going to be in his base before he realizes it. In just under a minute, there's going to be lings in his base. He's going to try to get a zealot out, but is it going to be enough for 4 lings? 6 lings. Not enough for a speed upgrade just yet. And 6 lings with that speed upgrade. Cybernetic Core is going to finish up, so he should be able to get an adept in time from this gateway. Let's see if he actually decides to go for the adept. This is not a true wall. I don't think he realizes that's not a true wall. I mean, he has to know that's not a true wall. That's a huge gap for him not to realize. Adept coming out. it's not going to get. I mean, it's going to get out plenty of time. So I'm curious if EON is just actually going to just kind of keep building and not really go for this early aggression. I think he may have thought it was going to be like a proxy rush or something like that, because this map is pretty easy to do it on. But again, this is not a true wall. I don't think he realizes that's not a true wall. Like even that's not like even if he puts that ad up there, that's not a true wall. It's too big. That ad up can't block it. So we'll see what he decides to do. Another robotics facility, or not another, a robotics facility coming out instead of the gateway. And Lings, 6 Lings, speed upgrades, bonefish up here in the next 6 seconds. And oh, there we go. That's the wall that we're looking for. Is there a ghost comparison of it? What do you mean by ghost? Is there a good... Never seen this game before. Is there a good comparison for it? Oh yeah, so I consider it like chess. This is how I consider this game. Is like chess. So this type of game is called an RTS, which stands for real-time strategy. So basically, the Red Army, which is played by this dude. This is not a computer. This is a dude playing it. Oh, sorry. Ling's coming in, trying to go after that Stalker. That seared battery there in the back is going to be able to recharge that Stalker and not going to get the damage he wants done. So the red player is the race called Protoss, and he's building buildings and building units to attack the purple guys. These little bug alien dudes. They're called Zerg. And the purpose of these guys is basically to destroy each other's buildings, and you do that by having a bigger army. And so you get bigger armies by mining these little blue crystals called minerals, or mining the gas called Vespian, and that is basically it. You just try to destroy each other's buildings. Right now, Rise, EON, the Zerg player, has his nanO network, which basically makes it a tunnel into his opponent's base. He's going to pop out and start pushing out all these queens and these lings, dropping another nanO network. This is going to be so much army for nanO to have to deal with. He did not get this scouted correctly. So many lings coming down, getting rid of the 2 adepts and that stalker. And the queens are over here in the back. That nanO network is there just for protection. And these lings are going to be able to take down that the first base of nanO. nanO moves all his probes into this base, and the Immortal coming out. One does finally get out, but is it going to be enough? He's going to lose this Nexus there. And behind this 2 Adept Warp Gate... wow. The 2 Adept Warp Prism Harass was able to take down a couple drones. But there we go. Again, I don't know if he's going to be able to push onto this. The Immortal is there. The Ling's going to start to stream all the way down and get this around on top of the Immortal. Is going to go after these probes. How many probes is he going to be able to get? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 probes so far. 1 Adept does finally go down. 10 probes. Holy Toledo. The Warp Gate Warp Prism is back. Queens were trying to focus that down. 10 probes in total. And more Ling's going to try to stream across the map. Is it going to be enough, though? These Queens are going to get caught super off guard there with these drones coming just to fight. Such BM fighting with these drones. Queens transfusing each other. Great micro there from nanO, picking up these adepts to keep them alive, keeping them in that Warp Prism. And the last Immortal almost dropping. These Queens trying to take down that Warp Prism. A couple more hits and be able to take it down. And more Lings should be streaming across the map. 20 Lings total coming in. And is it going to be enough, though? Is nanO going to be able to hold this? Couple more Queens coming down, taking down the rest of these probes. 10 probes. He's only got 18 workers total. Adepts coming in on the bottom side of here, getting warped in. And these Queens taking a lot of the damage. Lings kind of getting missed. Macro, they're going to run on the other side of it and get this round. This looks like it's going to be game. I don't know if nanO is going to be able to hold on to this. It is the best of 5 series. Currently 1-1. Second Immortal coming out. If this Immortal comes out, this might spell the game. Great micro there from nanO, getting that Immortal all the way in the back there. And now that second Immortal is out. More Lings across the map through the nanO networks. And the Immortal, the shield batteries out of oh, great pickup there from that Warp Prism. Keeping these Immortals alive in the back. But all the probes are going down. There's only 10 workers left here from nanO. And last Adept going down as well. I don't know if nanO's not going to be able to do it. There we go. GG gets called, and EON takes game number 3. His best of 5 series. That nanO network basically makes a tunnel from your base to wherever you want it, as long as you have vision of it, and you can put all your units in it, and that's basically what happened. Great play there from almost an amazing hold there from nanO. Okay, let's see what Year 3. Year 0. Okay. Boom. Yeah, so it's basically like chess. Each unit has a specific role and a specific duty, and there's units that counter that unit, and you basically want to make an army that counters your opponent's army as he makes an army that counters your army. And basically, when you run out of army, there's nothing to defend against your building. So most players don't wait to when you destroy the buildings. They just go, okay, you beat my army. There's no chance for me to come back. So then they leave. So that's usually pretty common. Okay, we're going to be jumping into game number 4 of this best of 5 series. As long as I hit the start. Go, go. Ho, ho. Alright, we're going to be jumping into 0. Wow. Year 0. It is a fun little map. I'm going to expect some cheese. Alright, guys. Spawning, or gals, guys or gals, spawning in the top right position of, wow, Year 0, the purple Zerg player from Rise Esports. It is EON. And spawning in the bottom, or excuse me, the top left position, the red Protoss player from Try It Again. It is nanO. And nanO going for is the same build that he always likes to go with, trying to wall in his second base, which is not a bad thing to consider, but you know, we'll see how EON reacts to it. I say guys in a generalized term, so I apologize. I shouldn't. Guys and gals. Pretty standard build from both players. Nothing out of the ordinary is happening. Probe coming in from nanO. EON going for that spawning pool. Did said go hats before spawning pool. Again, no big deal. No. There we go. Okay. I knew that. That's why I said it was okay. Oh, I appreciate it. Spawning pool has finished up. We're going to get that gas research in there for EON. Get that speedling upgrade. Boom. There it goes. Waiting for that 100 gas, 100 mineral. Drones coming down. No big deal. Again, like I said, pretty standard build. We do see robotics really over here in the back from nanO. Looks like he's going to do that immortal push again, like he did in game 2. That's what gave him the game last time, or 2 games ago. He got a massive immortal push, while EON tried to basically nice network the Protoss army to stay back, but they kind of went almost for like a base trade type thing, and nanO ended up winning that exchange last game. As we saw, EON just rushed into nice network and was able to get into the main base with so many lings that nanO was forced to abandon his main, and ultimately lost the game. Looks like another pretty standard wall here from nanO. I can click faster than them. Speedling upgrade about to finish up here. Keeping one drone on there. Metabolic boost is the name of it. Causes the little creature things, or are they? These things to have wings. Watch, they basically turn into Buffalo Wild Wings. Look, there's the wings. Now they run faster. Third base from EON is about to finish up. One immortal coming out. Gateway is going to finish up for nanO as well. And a second Immortal coming out. Pretty standard play thus far from both players. Creep spread is a little bit lacking, but it's no big deal. Usually you take these creep terminals and just leapfrog them across the map, and it spreads this purple goopy stuff known as creep. Anticipating a potential air rush, EON has gone with the Spore Crawlers on the main base, and the Roach one over here in the back. Looks like he's going to try to fight this ground army with the ground army. And a Warp Prism, so it's going to be 2 Immortal Warp Prism harass over here in the corner. It's going to do a lot of damage with this if it gets caught off guard. And EON actually doesn't have any real vision of it. This is Amon. Crazy looking Cthulhu type character from the game. And Warp Prism coming out. We do see another gateway. Alright, Warp Prism picks up these Immortals. Going to come across the map. Is this Overlord from EON going to be able to see this Warp Prism coming in? They're going to cross past. Oh, it's going to force them. The map forces you to go a certain direction. And it forced them to go right down the middle. And EON may not realized it, may not have seen it. 2 Immortals are going to come out. A Queen is here as well. Try to stop this. And there's the 2 Immortals. Going to be able to take down. There's so many drones. 1 drone does go down. Second drone. And that's it. Go get 2 drones. Not too big, I guess. Not too big of a deal. And behind us, we do see the ground army from nanO. Really getting a beefy with these sentries. Sentries are going to be able to warp. Basically put down force shields that basically split the army in half. You'll see what it means here in a second. A lot of roaches here, getting that +1 range attack upgrade. No speed yet from these roaches. Right? Yeah, no speed yet. And it looks like the Protoss army is moving out. EON potentially may have not seen it just yet. Doesn't realize that it's going to be coming up, but now he sees 1 Stalker, he sees the Immortals, sees this army coming, and he's getting 26 Lings. Doesn't have enough gas to get anything else, so he decides to get Lings instead. Anything to save this game right now. It is a best of 5. EON is on match point. Stalker's coming in to see these force fields, trying to force out. There's 1 force field, second force field, and good job force filling out this entire army. As you can see, these Queens and some of these Ravagers aren't able to fight. More Link streaming across the map here. nanO pushing forward with these Immortals. More Stalkers coming in from the back. And the Corrosive Pile landing on top of the Immortals. The Immortals, only 1 more Immortal left. Ling's coming behind. Drones getting pulled to try to surround this army as well. And that Immortals is coming down, picking down these Queens, picking down these Ravagers. Is it going to be enough? No, 22 to 22 armor supply. These guys are neck and neck. These drones are fighting with the army. Queens fighting and more Link streaming across. And this might be it. Oh, yeah. EON might have been able to hold it with the drones, taking so many drones losses with this though. And that last Immortal does drop. 1 Sentry left, 1 Stalker is left, and I don't know if EON is going to be able to hold on to this. 5 Adepts does get warped in though. This is a big deal. The Warp Prism is here warping in more units. Lings trying to get this around top of the Adepts. More Adepts getting warped in as well. And the Queen going after the Warp Prism. Warp Prism does get away, but so many units have been lost, and more Queens coming down, Adepts coming down as well. Snipes the Warp Prism, and that's going to spell the end of the aggression here from nanO. Excellent hold from EON, and I don't know if nanO is going to be able to recover from this. EON is on 3 bases, only lost about 7 drones during the entire scrimmage there, and we do see the upgrades have finished up there for EON, which definitely helped out in that fight. We do see the speed upgrade, the range upgrade, and +2 has started now from EON. And we'll see what kind of tech he decides to go into. He wants to rebuild his drone population, getting more Ravagers and Lings out. Excellent hold. Phenomenal hold there from EON. I didn't expect him to be able to hold that. Such aggression. We do see another push coming out here from nanO. And a Warp Prism with this army as well. Okay, we do see the Protoss army now from nanO moving across the field. Going to try to fight again. More Roaches, Lings, Ravagers coming into the fight. The +2 has going to be nowhere near done to stop this fight. If he can hold on to that +2 would be amazing to be able to defend against this. But he's fighting on creep, so as you can see, EON has full vision of this because he is fighting on creep, force fielding out the Ravengers. Ravengers Corrosive Bile, the little orange things that he's shooting up, does destroy the force fields. More sentries trying to force field out the entire army and try to pick off these roaches over here in the back. Ling's trying to get in, but they're just being force fielded out. More roaches being added on. That +2 is finishing up here shortly. But the roaches is pushing hard on top of this Corrosive Bile, landing, missing the Immortal, but landing on top of the Adepts. And just so much armies here from EON. I don't know if nanO is going to be able to sustain this. He's only on 2 bases trying with these pushes, and GG gets called. And Rise Gaming EON takes the best of 5 series 3-1. And GG. And GG gets called there from Try Again nanO as he loses 3-1 against Rise Esports EON. That was a fun little cast. A little hour-long cast. Why not? Because, you know, why not? The tournament that I showed up for, unfortunately, no one was there for. So, okay. All right, well, I am going